Okay, so I'm going to scatter these here, and that's going to be excellent. And let's see, you, sir, right in the front. What's your name? Bob. Bob, how about a big hand for Bob? He's joining us. Bob, welcome to the stage. Come on up. Bob, what do you do for a living?
Well, I own a small business that sells electrical equipment.
You own a small business that sells electrical equipment. And what's the name of that small business?
Heartland Utility Sales.
Heartland Utility Sales! It's small. Well, Bob, did you ever watch Star Trek or X-Files? Or?
Yes,
all of them. Excellent, because you're going to be playing Captain Kirk in this scene. How about that? Yeah. Let's hear your best Captain Kirk impersonation.
I don't have one.
That's it! That's exactly what it sounds like. So you'll be Kirk, I'll be Langley. That was my character. I was one of the lone gunmen. There were three of us who were computer hackers. Collectively, we were known as lone gunmen, even though there were three of us. Have I lost you all there, Bun?
No, I got your CDs.
You got my CDs? DVDs? No, you can have my CDs too, whatever you want. Just come and rob my house, that'll be fine, yeah. Okay, so either one of us can read one of these, and we're going to get to the bottom of this whole Chihuahua Bear alien mutation on the ship, okay? Okay, good. So we'll start right at the very beginning. Captain Kirk, it's me, Langley. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, Captain Kirk. You can use Mr. Microphone if you want. Listen, I know why you beamed me here. You need me to solve this whole Bear Chihuahua thing, because it's a conspiracy, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm glad I solved that much for you. Yeah, I went on your computer the other day. I went on a computer and it got me a message from the internet. You know what it said? I think it's a clue to the whole case. It said, "You're hot." I was surfing a porn site. So, got a clue. It said you're hot. That means we're hot on the trail of this thing. It means we're really close to catching it there, Kirk. You and I, we can stop this thing. If you want. I don't know why you're not doing anything. Why? Why aren't you actually helping? Why can't you just solve this yourself?
I love cavorting with garden gnomes.
All explains why, Captain Kirk. You love converting with the garden gnomes. You don't have time to kill a Chihuahua bear. In fact, you might even mistake that for a garden gnome. If you're not careful. This makes a lot of sense. You know, I've been doing a lot of research. I went through your files, Captain Kirk, and I found out something about you. I found out a secret in your files that you've never told anyone, and that is I love cheese. I didn't know that, Captain Kirk. You're a cheese lover from Maybach. That got me thinking. If you love cheese so much and you love converting with the garden gnomes, maybe you're the one crossbreeding the bear with the Chihuahua. Maybe you're behind this. Tell me it's not true. Tell me I'm on the wrong trail.
Well, I do like to do yoga.
You said that so seductively. I'm beginning to be concerned. That's right, I know you do love to do yoga. Because just before I was on Earth, just before I got beamed here to the 23rd century, they said to go into the Enterprise. But beware, because I love you more than life itself. And that message came from you, didn't it, Captain Kirk? Not you. You saying someone else sent me that message? And who? Who was it? Who possibly sent that love message to me?
Great Scott, maybe Scott.
Great Scott, he does it. You're saying your chief engineer is in love with me. That's pretty sick. Of course, that does make sense. Because you know what he told me about you? He said, watch out for Captain Kirk. This is a simple sentence. This is a simple sentence, and that's all that the captain can understand. Just a simple sentence. And that's you, isn't it, Captain Kirk? You're a lover of simple sentences. It's all making sense now. Tell me.
Just do it.
It is you in love with me. That's what it says. Well, I'm not just going to do it, mister. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to stop that alien chihuahua bear thing. There's nothing you can say that's going to make me change my mind, mister. Nothing at all. Because I'm going to kill that thing and you can't influence me one way or the other.
Never give up, never surrender.
Yeah, I'm going to kill that thing. And when I do, you know what I'm going to tell it? This is fun. Kill and say, this is fun. This is what I do. I kill alien creatures all over the universe, jumping across time. But then, I don't understand, Kirk. I don't understand why you couldn't do it. What was the one thing that was stopping you from killing that Chihuahua bear?
Those Brits are great. We love you, Phil and Richard.
Those Brits are great. We love you, Phil and Richard. So you're in love with the British, is that it? Well, this makes sense. Of course. That means you crossbred the bear with the chihuahua to kill off everybody else except the two Brits that you love. You want to have some love triangle with Phil and Richard. It's a sick plan. It's a sick plan, Kirk, but it's not going to work. And you know why? Because X-Files rocks. It rocks, mister. And I'm just the guy that's going to kill that thing. And I guess you're upset. I guess you're overcome with grief. I guess you're going to tell me something to express that grief.
What Klingon is the leader of the Klingon Empire?
You asking or are you telling me?
Asking.
Oh, what Klingon? I'll tell you. There's a new Klingon leader up there. You know what? You know what about that Klingon leader? I'll tell you about that Klingon leader. I have one testicle larger than the other. Say hello to your new Klingon leader. That's important to know. The large testicle of the two. My large testicles ruling the Klingon Empire. It just happened, Kirk. I'm sure now you're going to have to bow down to your leader or something. Say it, Kirk.
Northern Wisconsin is relaxing.
It is. That's what you're beaming out. Because you're going back to northern Wisconsin and I'm taking over the ship with my Klingon testicle. And I'm going to kill that Chihuahua bear. And when I see it, you know what I'm going to tell it? I need a raise. It's going to be a lot of work killing this and running the Klingon Empire. But you don't care, do you, Mulder? Do you? You know, Mulder.
Say what?
You're right, I called you Mulder instead of Kirk. But you know why? You know what you have in common with Mulder, don't you, Kirk? I'm single and available. And if you do yoga like you said, then we might have something to do.
I'm so hot for Gillian Anderson.
Yeah, that'd be coming over too. Yeah, but Kirk, it doesn't matter. Because this is the last time we'll see each other. We'll never see each other again. And when I go out that door, I'm going to tell you what. The last thing I'll say to you is, guns don't kill people. It's those little hard things. Because that's what I'm going to use to kill that Chihuahua bear. Some little hard thing. Won't be the larger Klingon testicle either. So I'm sure you have some words of advice. Some words of advice as I walk out that door.
Oh goodness, these crabs tickle.
So you say watch out for diseases. Good, okay, good. I will, Kirk. And I always want you to know that I like pizza. So if you could send some from Domino's, that would be great. And when you send it, you know what to tell them, don't you? When they answer the phone, you say that thing that gets you a discount.
I can spell 12, but I can't spell a dozen.
I can spell 12, but I can't spell a dozen. That's right, then you get a dozen cheese sticks from them. That's how it works. Well, that's it, Mulder. I've been with Kirk. You keep freaking me out. Damn it, Kirk, remember this. When I go kill that thing, I'm going to tell it, Mom, what did you do with the dead dog? Comic book that was just behind the scenes of the X-Files. Did you buy one? You didn't get one, did you? No. I don't think anyone here has one. They're so rare. But they had all the hilarious stories of what happened on the X-Files set, including the guy who got arrested that never made the papers. Did you ever hear that? Oh, so funny. Or should I reprint the comic? One of the two. What did I do? No, okay. Yeah, okay, well, this guy doesn't know I tell this story, so he's going to be pissed. But anyway, he was an assistant props guy. He did props, but he just came in from Iowa, or he just moved to Los Angeles, and he was all excited to get a job on the X-Files as the assistant props guy. And so the props guys have to deal with, you know, all the guns and anything that requires the actors holding it. And there was an episode where a kid gets kidnapped and then 20 years later shows up in the same swing set, but he hasn't aged a bit. And in that, the mother has to hold a picture of the family and a ransom note. But as she's doing it, she's sort of crumpling the paper in the picture as she gets all emotional. So the props guy says to the assistant, hey, look, go to Kinko's, make a photocopy of the ransom note and these pictures and bring it back, because we need like 5 or 6 of them so that, you know, each take, they're like fresh. So he goes, oh, great. And he gets in his car and he drives off, and he realizes he has no idea where Kinko's is. He's just driving around Los Angeles. So he stops and he finds a payphone, and he goes and he calls, you know, Kinko's and saying, where are you? But what he brings with him is the picture and the ransom note into the phone booth. He gets the address, jumps in his car, and forgets the picture of the family and the ransom note in the phone booth. Drives off. 2 minutes later, a little old lady comes to use the payphone, sees the picture of the ransom, not knowing it's a fake TV prop, calls the police. He says, I found a ransom note. Obviously, something's going on. The police say, leave the ransom note and the picture there in the phone booth. We will surround the phone booth and wait for the guy to come and get it. So sure enough, there's police cars around, there's helicopters in the air. The props guy doesn't know crap. He's just driving, oh, there's the phone booth, stops, gets out,
And when he picks up the picture in the phone booth, the cops go, get down the ground. He goes, I work for the X-Files. And the cops say, that's what they all say. Well, he's sent to prison, and he gets one phone call, calls the production office. We all laugh. Yeah, we don't know him. And no, we didn't know him. He was out 2 hours later. But everybody did, laughed. Hilarious.
Yes, because you look like George Lucas. Is your name George? I'm gonna throw up. It better be a good question.
I've had, working with conventions over the years, I've had a lot of fortune of meeting different actors. And a few of them have the habit of, we'll say, collecting mementos from the set, and they just keep it home or whatever. Do you know anybody like that?
There's a viper in my living room. I do steal things. Let's call it stealing, because that's exactly what it is. I have at least 3 pairs of dog tags that they just can't find. I have a couple of the tank tops. I have some of my hair from White Noise. I random little things that they would never miss in my mind. However, I have a plan to get a gun or a helmet. It's my plan. I'm not leaving Battlestar Galactica without a gun or a helmet, just because both of them have made my life a living hell. So I figure that it's payback. So, and I might get both. I might just, park the car or, really close to the studio one day and, sprint in and sprint out and pretend I wasn't there. and then it'll be on eBay. So be ready for that. Anyway, yeah, so I definitely take things, but I don't take things that are like, that they would ever miss. Because, like a viper, but you never know. Because I do like a challenge.
Okay, Joe. You first.
I'm Rachel Scott. I am the executive producer of Mars Productions.
Executive producer. Remember that, people.
And this is...
Dean Haglund.
And you played...
Langley on the X-Files.
So, there is this episode of the X-Files where you made a comment about... You might remember, might not.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
It was about... you like not accepting checks from the Bank of Middle Earth.
Yes. Totally.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, that's where I was gambling while playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. And believe it or not, they actually called Wizards of the Coast, who create Dungeons and Dragons, just flew in a consultant from Seattle to set up the board to be like a real D&D game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So all of those, like, it's just sort of, you know, the camera pans and you see all these creatures and stuff. But that was like a real D&D setup that was in play. And I guess my D&D character's name was Lord Manhammer. Because I'm talking to the other two guys and somebody stands up and goes, Lord Manhammer! And now some guy online emailed me and said, hey, Lord Manhammer, are you playing that character? I go, no. He goes, no, I am. So there's an actual Lord Manhammer in a D&D game.
Oh my gosh.
How cool is that?
That's very cool.
Who is your favorite person to work with?
Ever?
Yeah.
So many.
That's another thing.
That's a thinker. Well, you know, Richard Belzer, who played Detective Munch on Homicide, like he's done that character on, what's he on now? Law and Order. SUV, right? SUV?
Yeah.
Not a,
No.
SVU.
Yeah, SVU.
Yeah, it's
My mom always calls it SUV.
SUV, yeah, it's like Law and Order in a... yeah, no, not a sport utility wagon. It's Law and Order. So he's that same character. So he came on the X-Files because he arrested the lone gunman, and we were in prison.
We just watched that episode.
Is that right?
Yeah, we just watched it.
And I knew Richard Belzer as a comedian, so I was like so thrilled because I was like, he thought I was like total psycho fan because I repeated bits that he had done on stage. Oh, remember that bit about the ballet? And the ballet guys don't have a locker, so they put all their clothing in their front pants. Hilarious, but he's just like, seriously? I was like doing like his bits, and then Entertainment Tonight was there, so we were like trying to do comedy gag bits. Where he was like yelling at me to be a better actor, and I was like getting my wind blown like a Maxell tape on. That was funny. And it never aired.
Oh.
I don't know. But then I still have my Polaroid shot of Richard Belzer going, you are a fun guy.
Aww.
Richard Belzer.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So.
Do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens?
Yes.
Well, I believe the universe is far too large to think we're the only ones.
Exactly.
Right. But are they flying down and shining a flashlight up our ass? I don't know if that's really what's going on. But statistically, the improbability of us being the only one seems impossible.
What about a whole government cover-up, government conspiracy sort of thing?
Well, I did get a 1947 document from the Majestic 12 that had all of these. It was declassified top secret thing, and it was talking about UFOs and flying and following the USS Franklin Roosevelt aircraft carrier, and that their uranium counted depleted and all that sort of thing. Like there was all these weird things in a top secret government file from the 1950s. So it's seen that there may be some sort of cover-up going on.
I agree.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, very impressive.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Roswell before?
I drove through Roswell. I believe July 7th I'll be at the Roswell anniversary party. Is there an anniversary?
I don't know.
It's Roswell, the mayor of Roswell, and everybody has invited me to perform my X-Files show that you sort of saw without the Star Trek adding.
You should do that anyway.
Yeah, I should do that anyway.
I'm not confused.
Just make it all weird. In July in Roswell. So
That's awesome.
So I will be there as an official guest.
Wow.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yes.
So that's as close. And I drove through Roswell once.
Really?
Got some gas and went to
Wow.
Austin. Yeah.
Yes.
We ate Pizza Hut in Roswell.
Good pizza.
Was it in the shape of a UFO or anything?
No, but the
Actually,
McDonald's was.
McDonald's. Seriously.
Really?
It's a tiny
If you drive down the whole thing, they have like
all the
alien-
lamps.
alien
heads
thing.
on it.
It's like
Isn't that
alien
funny?
town.
Well, you know, it's funny. I have a friend who was born in Roswell. Ray didn't know a thing about the UFOs.
Really?
Yeah, and she was there all through the 70s. She said it wasn't until like the late 80s, she had moved out, and then suddenly everybody said, "Oh yeah, you know, in '47 this weird thing happened," and then the whole town sort of started marketing this thing. But when she was growing up in the 70s and 80s, it was like no, nobody talked about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so she didn't know. She didn't know until long after she left.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite sort of thing to watch? You like science fiction usually, or fantasy, or
Cartoons.
Really?
Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. You ever know that one?
No, I've heard of it.
Oh my God. It's Birdman from 1961, but now he's become a lawyer and he defends other cartoon characters. So Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get arrested for marijuana. Yeah, hilarious. Because
That would
Scooby-Doo,
so
Scooby
happen.
Snacks. Yeah,
That would so
exactly.
happen.
And then, let's see, Quick Draw McDraw is El Kabong. Gets arrested for illegal possession of a guitar as a deadly weapon. The Jetsons. The Jetsons come back from the future because global warming has flooded their floaty village, and they've come to sue the present for polluting their environment in the future. Very funny. Neanderthal. Do you remember the Neanderthals are Hanna-Barbera characters?
No.
Yeah, they're like shaggy Neanderthals. Well, Neanderthal Jr. starts crying because they're teaching creationism in school, and they're saying he doesn't exist. Oh, he has to be defended. Hilarious.
You ever see the Geico commercials with the cavemen?
Yes.
I love those.
Those are hilarious. But Harvey Birdman's all animated. And then Venture Brothers is funny. I'm even liking 12-ounce mouse. Not 12-inch mouse. 12-ounce mouse. And then there's a new one with a cop who's just an ass holding a gun, and it's called Assy McGee. I know, that's the way my taste runs. So
That's hilarious.
yeah.
what do you think of Lord of the Rings?
I love Lord of the Rings.
There we go.
Oh, yes. Though, I gotta say, the last one, I thought there were too many orc battles. Yes, I'm sorry. Just too many.
I
One too
can't
many.
talk to you anymore.
Oh. And I thought Sam seemed a little
Gay.
overly gay. I didn't know how to... I'm glad you said it yourself instead of me. He just seemed more than I remember in the book.
I have to agree with that.
I
It
remember.
started showing in Two Towers when he like held Frodo's hand.
Yeah, but I see that as like, okay, but the last one is like, like, okay,
And he's
dude.
a bit too close for himself.
Hello!
He's too emotionally attached.
Yeah.
Sort of bizarre,
Yeah.
I gotta say.
It's like Frodo's his wife.
Yeah!
He's filling in for Rosie.
It's creepy.
I know, exactly.
So anyway, but I love the special effects, and I thought it was pretty accurate to the book.
Very accurate too.
So I would guess I would sniff him too, then I would wonder, is he fresh or
We have this
stale?
on record now. I would snip
Elijah
one
would,
away.
if you're gonna...
I see that. You're gonna be the front cover of People magazine. Say this.
I was duped! Oh.
It smells good.
Like it was a tabloid picture of you sniffing on like
Yes.
something.
National Quiet, like, yeah, photoshopped. It looked like there's
These things are so
yeah.
photoshopped.
Yeah, I know. Like the lighting's completely
Yeah.
different. One's sunshine and the other's fluorescent.
Like one person's head like this big, the other one's like and like the Weekly World News things, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
Noah's second ark was found.
Like
Bad boy.
Elvis on the moon?
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I
How
like
did
that
Elvis
boy.
get to the moon, really?
I don't know.
Yeah, did he train in NASA? Really? He was that overweight and he was training in NASA. And they flew him up to the moon to perform? What was he doing on the moon?
So as far as fans go,
Yes.
what is the most odd fan you've ever ran into or experienced that's been like
I'm
really
sitting
bizarre?
in it right now. You two are crazy. Interview's over. Interview's over, people. No, you totally offended. You guys email me and tell you doing Lord of the Rings Idol. What the? What? How many of these conventions? It's 11 o'clock at night. You got boyfriends texting you saying, "Where the hell are you? You're 3 hours away. You're sitting around here."
I'm very insulted.
Are you?
Oh, other than us.
Oh, other than
Okay,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Back to,
Oh, the weirdest fans.
Yes.
No, not you. Wait. I thought you said just weird. No. Again, I screwed it up. Boy, I thought I dug myself out of that hole. Clearly I did. The weirdest fans. So how
I
many?
think you should interview me.
I know. What am I doing? I'm here with Rachel, ladies and gentlemen. One of the stars of the internet. Mars Production, MARS Productions. She and Ashley are executive producers of such fine fanfic films as Middle Earth Idol and the other thing that I haven't watched yet that you gave me. Was that Lord of the Rings?
yeah. Oh, Return of the King.
Return
The one
of
where
the King.
Sam's gay.
As I said, we're Saturday. So Ashley, how did you get into filmmaking?
You know what, man? You don't even know my name.
No, I'm sorry. Wow!
She wants
Take two. Hi everyone, I'm Dean Haglund. I'm here with Rachel, one of the two executive producers of Mars Productions. Yes, I know. The two redheads fool me all the time. Of such fine productions as Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Where Sam's gay.
Where Sam's gay. And
He's not gay in ours. He just eats a lot.
Yeah, Austin, I apologize. You're not gay. And and the ever hilarious other one.
Middle Earth Idols.
Yes, that's Middle Earth Idol. Okay, so how did you get into filmmaking?
Well, our parents got us this little Intel movie camera for Christmas when I was
Really?
6 years
That
old.
little blue one?
Yeah.
I got the same one. I'm totally serious. That blue thing.
You just push it like that?
Yeah. Oh my God. Intel was like giving them out on the X-Files set.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, that was our first camera.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so
like
cool.
every
I
like
use it as a
10
webcam.
seconds you had to stop it.
Yeah.
Because it like kept
Because only had
running
like 30 seconds of film time.
Yeah, and so you plug in and dump it on your
and
hard
then you
drive.
go back and shoot something else.
What a small world.
So that's what you started on.
Yeah.
Can you actually just show your own movies on your own website?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you doing that now?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff on there already.
You do? I'm sorry I
Yeah.
haven't checked it out.
It's so cool.
Wake up! No.
Actresses are so moody.
They are. Wait, no.
Come back.
I was seeing you more as a director. Directors aren't that moody.
Okay.
So,
Have
okay,
you
Mark.
met her?
now,
Schizo.
every.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rachel. No.
I'm still mad at you.
Oh yeah, good one.
Get away. I mean, seriously. Ugh, actresses.
Wow. Hi, Ashley.
Bye.
And I'm Gary Graham,
What was your favorite project ever to work on?
Alien Nation,
Why?
because I was the star and mentioned first in the cast credits, and also number one on the call sheet. Eric Pierpoint, take that, buddy. You were number two. I was number one. Number one. Yeah, number one's good. It's good to be king. It just so happened that G comes before P in the alphabet, so hence I was number one. But that was the most fun. I was given the most freedom.
Are you having fun here at Starbase Indy?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, people are so nice, and it's just a lot of fun.
What kind of fans have you had? Like, have you had any crazy ones, or?
Yeah, and they've all been here. But that's what makes it so much fun. They're all psychotic, and it's a little scary, but no, people up here have been very nice. I'm joking, but occasionally you find the people that are about one place setting short of a picnic. They just in life's lottery they got the wacko card. And there was one guy at Comic-Con a few years back. He was very thin and almost had translucent skin. You could almost see the blood going through his veins. He was frightening to look at. But in all earnestness, he approached me and he asked me. He said, "Who was the technical advisor on the set who taught you how to steer the ship Enterprise?" And I said, "Well, we have technical advisors on the ship, but what do you mean?" He says he was very adamant. He said, "No, you piloted in such and such episode. You piloted the Enterprise. I want you to know who taught you how to use the, I don't know, some thruster or something. He had some technical name for it. I was starting to draw back and started looking around for security and signaling. I said, you know what? Finally, I said, you know what? He is here, the technical advisor who was, and he's way down on the other end of the, can you see that guy way, and I pointed to someplace 200 yards away. Can you see that guy right next to him? He's the technical advisor. Go ask him. He goes, all right, I shall. And I'll be back. Oh, no. Wow, so I was very alert the rest of the day, just looking for him. Because you never know, somebody could, I don't know, pull out a hand grenade or something. You just never know. Just, hey, cat. So yeah, there's people who just they're wound a little too tight for science fiction, and they should really be kept far away. They should be kept on medication and far away from science fiction, and certainly far away from me.
Thank you very much for the
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, a hug too.